everyone, welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Acacia Courtney. It is an absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon, the day before the Carolyn, Florida Derby, and we have a fantastic 11 race card on tap for you today. So let's head up to track announcer Pete Aiello for track and weather conditions.
It's an 11 race extravaganza on a Friday in South Florida with sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-80s, a fast main track, a firm turf course, and guaranteed money in the Rainbow Six of $2.1 million. That on an eve of a mandatory return. It all must go tomorrow on Florida Derby Saturday. We kick off the card on turf at a mile and a 16th with maidens of the special weight variety. A rider change on 6, Absam, make the rider Florent Giroux. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16, a field of 12. The off-time favorite was the 2, Counter-Strike. Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the inside, walk-up music was away quickly. Right on his outside is the favorite Counter-Strike to be forwardly placed. In the center, Gimme Samo moves up with Absam, and from between horses 7 and 7, it's a real charge for the early lead. Absam and Florent Giroux marching forward here. 3 wide on the outside to put a neck on top. Walk-up music is at the rail, and Counter-Strike is between horses. Leparoux's got a decision to make on him. A gap of 2.5 to 7 and 7, then 2 more to Gimme Samo. Followed mid-flight by Turn of Events. Down at the inside goes Alonzo Mosley. He's dropped better than 7 or 8 lengths off the lead. Light Cruisers on his outside, a length and a half in front of Malibu Edge. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Ghost Lord. The 2 at the back are Rhythm Section and Mighty Tough. The opening quarter was 22 and 2. Counter-Strike went on with it at even money, and he leads 3 parts of a length. Absam poised on his outside second. Walk-up music is now third. Here's backstretch moves from Gimme Samo, and on his outside, Turn of Events. Turn of Events is the one who made the move there, and that forced Gimme Samo to move 3 wide. Absam tries to keep his spot, while down at the inside, Counter-Strike maintains the lead. So as they kick to the far turn through a 46 and 1/2 mile, Counter-Strike has had nothing his own way. He only leads narrowly. On the outside, Absam is still second. 4 wide, Turn of Events. 3 wide, Gimme Samo. From the back, Rhythm Section. 5 wide, but on a roll now. After 3 quarters and 110 flat, they turn for home. Counter-Strike will need to find one as he's under siege. Here's a down the center run from Rhythm Section, and Rhythm Section is up to take the lead. On his back, Alonzo Mosley is loose and charging. Rhythm Section to the top. Alonzo Mosley running at him. Rhythm Section shifted ground. Here's the line. Photo finish. If I had to guess, I'd say outside, but we'll let the placing judges decide it in 141 flat. Number 2, Counter-Strike, really had a rough trip in today's first race, took pressure every step of the way, and then just didn't have anything left when confronted. It was a narrow decision, but it was the 8 Rhythm Section who got the call in today's first race, prevailing by less than an inch under jockey Luis Saez, trainer Todd Pletcher, and owners Derek Smith and Michael Tabor. We go to the second race now, 6 furlongs of the journey, 3-year-old fillies in for $12,500. A field of 9 signed on. The favorite was the 1, Ms. Chaplin. And they're off. Crown Real wins the break. Moving out the rail, Miss Chaplin is up to show some speed. From the outside, marching in, got away in good shape today. She's now third. Chit Chat Girl is on from 4th. Back to 5th goes Blessed Beast, then a Barrio Forever and Ms. Mac. The 2 at the back, Don't Get Cozy, and Lucky Milady. They head to the half-mile grounds. Big long shot Crown Real only has a narrow lead. Now she has no lead as Ms. Chaplin moves through to take over. Ms. Chaplin to the far turn, on top now by almost a length. 3 wide, that's marching in, who's up into a joint second. Chit Chat Girl is up to third. That's all for Crown Real, quickly backpedaling, passed by a Barrio Forever and Blessed Beast. Trying to run home from the back, Miss Mac and Don't Get Cozy, with less than 3/8 to go. Up front, Ms. Chaplin at the 5/16, leads by 2. Marching in is together with Chit Chat Girl, second and third. On from the outside, and Blessed Beast. Don't Get Cozy is underway, but she's 5 or 6 wide, and they're at the top of the stretch. The big favorite, Ms. Chaplin, off the turn with a 4-length cushion. Chit Chat Girl is still second. Down the center, an elite run from Don't Get Cozy. Final 1/8 of a mile. Ms. Chaplin under very light Saez handling, and she's still in front. Second is Chit Chat Girl. The battle's for the minors, but it's all about Ms. Chaplin. 4 to 5 and long gone. Chit Chat Girl is second. Don't Get Cozy is third. Blessed Beast finished 4th in 112 flat. Number 1, Ms. Chaplin, all the rage out the windows, and that was money well spent as the daughter of Rattlesnake Bridge returns off the layoff and does so with a vengeance, winning about as easy as you can. Geared down in the end by Luis Saez, who completes a sweep of the early daily double. This one for trainer Safi Joseph Jr.'s and owners Yulong Poi Racing Stable and the Color Mally Vitelli Racing Stable. Ms. Chaplin, the winner. Don't Get Cozy had to settle for third, and we'll be right back.
Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run Happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon. Maiden Claimers at 6 furlongs. Price tag here was $50,000. Danny Olson rides the 5 Tappy Frost, a field of 9. The favorites included the 8 Grand Champagne and the 9 Yankee Empire. And they're off. From the center, Tapping wins the start and goes looking for a clear advantage. Bourbon Street moves out the rail and is up to take second. Away in third, that's Apache with Grand Champagne on the outside. Katoff splits horses. Yankee Empire is widest of all. Light Fury is next toward the rail while third last. Tappy Frost in the pink is second last. And the early trailer is Caduro. They go past the half-mile point and swing to the far turn. Tapping has the lead. He leads by a length. Bourbon Street is there second, 2.5 clear of Apache, who's together with Light Fury third and fourth. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Grand Champagne racing inside of Yankee Empire. Tappy Frost is still third last. Caduro is now second last, and Katoff is last of the 9 with less than 5/16 to go. Tapping trying to string him out here. He's a quarter of a mile from home and on top 2.5. Second is Bourbon Street, but he's working awfully hard. Light Fury with a rail run continues to run on. From the outside, Apache is fourth. 3/16 to go. Tapping is still the target. He leads by 2.5. For the outside, Bourbon Street's going to try to go after him late toward the inside, and Light Fury back to fourth and Apache. 16th to go. Nobody's reaching Tapping. It's Tapping and Misael Jaramillo, a gate-to-wire winner. He won by 3 in the end. Second is Bourbon Street. Third is Light Fury. Then Apache and Tappy Frost to complete the high five in 1:11 and 1. Number 6, Tapping, debuts a winner as the son of Tapazar went right to the top and never looked back. Going all the way for trainer Gilberto Zerpa and the Minister of Speed, Misael Jaramillo. Owned by Ricardo Vallejo and M&M Racing Stable, it was Tapping at 8-1. Let's go to the fourth race now. The fourth race on turf at 5 furlongs. Maidens of the special weight variety. These are fillies and mares, 3 and up. Betting favorite was the 4, the comebacker First Wave. And they're off. So Elusive was a step slow to get going. Good start for First Wave, a good start for Fast Catalina, and gloriously joins the top flight 3 across the course early. Noble Alma is away in early fourth outside, and Giggle Factory Fuddled is at the inside. Then it's back to So Elusive on from the outside main attraction. Second last is Borrowed Angel, and the trailer is Letter Storm. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Fast Catalina has inside position and a narrow lead. Gloriously on the outside is second. First Wave is poised to strike 3 wide while third. Fuddled at the inside is now fourth. Lime Colors looking for some place to go. Noble Alma starts to get outpaced a touch. 2 better than main attraction, then Giggle Factory, and they run to the top of the stretch. First Wave bids up on the outside of the embattled duo, and now First Wave is in front. Fuddled to her flank to try to track her down with 1/8 of a mile to get. Gloriously is back to third. Main attraction for a slice. 16th to go. First Wave is almost home. Fuddled on the outside. First Wave and Fuddled. First Wave in front. Fuddled is second. Third is Gloriously, then Main Attraction, and So Elusive. Number 4, First Wave, comes back ready to roll off the layoff, well prepared by trainer Rusty Arnold for Will Farish and G. Watts Humphrey Jr. Tyler Gaffleone rode the Daughter of Warfront to victory. She got a good trip. She got the money. She was even money. She was First Wave, a maiden no more. Let's go to the 5th race now. 6 furlongs of the journey. Claimers at a $6,250 level. Field of 7. Equipment change for the 7. Stormy Boss, blinkers off. The race favorites included number 2, Sabina Park, and number 7, Stormy Boss. And they're off. Last in, first out, Stormy Boss, very quick off the blocks, and she leads a length and a half in a hurry. Down at the inside, Country Strong moves to challenge for second as Tong Shu is on the go. Moving up on the outside and looking for more, and now second last as third goes to Queen Cantharos. The early trailer is Mia's Bobtail. So after a sharp break, it's now Olivero who takes hold of Stormy Boss to sit third behind Tong Shu, who has the lead. Tong Shu a half mile from home on top, a length and a half. Queen Cantharos is second. Stormy Boss is now back to third on the outside, and Sabina Park 3 wide looking for more. 2.5 to Country Strong second last, and 5 to Mia's Bobtail. Around the far turn they go. Less than 5/16 to run. With the advantage, it's Tong Shu by a length and a half. Queen Cantharos is second. Fuentes moves on Sabina Park, 3 wide while third. Gap of another 2 to a retreating Stormy Boss. 2 better than Country Strong. Then looking for more, and they're at the top of the stretch. Tong Shu has the lead. Sabina Park on the outside takes her shot. Stormy Boss with renewed energy down toward the inside. 1/8 of a mile to go now. Stormy Boss trying to come through inside of Tong Shu. Sabina Park flattening out on her outside. 16th to go. Tong Shu is almost home. Tong Shu with the lead. Stormy Boss is out of time. Tong Shu wins. Tong Shu and Hector Barrios for the money. Second was Stormy Boss. Third, Sabina Park. Then Country Strong in 1:13 flat.
Number 7, Stormy Boss made an easy lead down the backstretch, and then jockey Carlos Olivero didn't want the lead anymore. She backed off to third and lost by half a length in the end, as the horse who went to take the lead was the winner. And number 3, Tong Shu. Trained by Jaime Mejia for the Thoroughbred Champions Training Center, the daughter of Shanghai Bobby gets the call under jockey Hector Barrios. Tong Shu to the top. Tong Shu to the winner's circle. Time for a commercial timeout. Still to come, the Rainbow Six. Don't go away. Back now for race number 6 on the afternoon, the start of today's Rainbow Six sequence. The Rainbow Six began with a 2.1 guarantee. 2.1 million, that is. Scratch the 8, 13, 14, and 15. Luis Saez on the 4, AZRAEL. Dylan Davis on the 12, Liberty's Pursuit. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Level and clean beginning. Soon after the start, it was AZRAEL who went out to take the advantage. Rochambeau away in good shape in the center. Down at the inside is Colliery, out wide on the course in Propensity. Bold Gem joins the top flight as they start to sort themselves out. Then back to Gray's Creek. Freedom's Flight is on his outside. A length and a half back to the inside in the gray, Felix the Fox. He's 4th last. 3rd last is Flame Zapper. 2nd last, and from the outside is Liberty's Pursuit. And then it's a gap of another 4 to the trailer, Thunder Mountain. Around the first turn and into the backstretch they go. Propensity now has the lead, 3 parts of a length. AZRAEL is there second. Bold Gem on the outside third. Colliery is now racing in 4th. 3 wide out there while 5th. That's Freedom's Flight. Then it's Rochambeau next toward the inside. Wide on the course in Flame Zapper. Tugging between is Felix the Fox. Gray's Creek is next. Sliding up his inside is Liberty's Pursuit. And Thunder Mountain's at the back. Inside half a mile from the finish. The advantage still belongs to Propensity. He leads by a neck. Toward the inside, AZRAEL tries to keep the rail spot secured, while second, Colliery is now third. On the outside, in Flame Zapper tries to rally. Dropping back is Bold Gem, trying to slide through inside Rochambeau. Outside in Felix the Fox, then Gray's Creek, who's held up in traffic as they run to the top of the stretch. Now up to take the lead, Propensity and AZRAEL continue to battle. Into the clear comes Rochambeau. Colliery is next with Freedom's Flight. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. AZRAEL has the lead. Rochambeau starts to motor on the outside of the second running Propensity in deep stretch. It's still AZRAEL. He's now widened, and AZRAEL will win it. Well prepared off the extended vacation to beat Rochambeau by 2. I think Freedom's Flight is third in 1:34 and 2. Number 4, AZRAEL comes back ready to roll under jockey Luis Saez, giving a riding triple to Luis Saez, who seems to be dominating on everything the last 2 weeks. This one for trainer Chad Brown, who had this horse well prepared off the layoff. Son of Cross Traffic for Double Down Stable. AZRAEL beat Rochambeau, who had no excuse. He shook loose but couldn't reach. AZRAEL, your race 6 winner. We go to the 7th race now. Today's 7th race, the start of today's Late Pick 5. 1 mile the journey. Claimers at a price tag of $12,500. Field of 7. Rider change on the 3. Discreet Heat. Off-time favorites included 5. Karamani and 6. Chase Runner.
And they're off. That was Karamani who bobbled at the beginning. Good start for Two Step Slew. A good start for Discreet Heat down at the inside Kraken Wagon. Here comes Karamani on to challenge, and Chase Runner comes into the top flight. So now the pace is on. It took a while to get going, but Chase Runner and Karamani are heads apart for the lead. Candy Crush 'em is a 3-wide third. Two Step Slew is on from 4th, then Discreet Heat. La Poshka moves in from 2nd last, and now the trailer is Kraken Wagon. Down the backstretch they go through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. 5/8 left to run. Karamani with a rail advantage and a narrow lead. Chase Runner on the outside is second. Candy Crush'em is third at the 5/8. Miguel Vasquez moved Discreet Heat through inside to challenge for the third position. That put two-step slew between horses. Second last is La Poshka and Krakenwagen at the back. There's half a mile to the finish. Karamani the leader. He leads by an neck. On the outside, Chase Runner is still second. Candy Crush'em is third. Now being worked on fourth is an inside running Discreet Heat. Back to fifth and two-step slew. Then it's Krakenwagen and La Poshka. 46 and 1 for a half-mile speed. There's less than 5/16 to run. Chase Runner bids up on the outside to take on the leader, Karamani. Candy Crush'em is now third, trying to rally. Down at the inside, Krakenwagen has rail position. Discreet Heat is together with La Polska with a quarter of a mile left to go. Three quarters, 1:10 and 3. They turn in. The rail is open for Krakenwagen, and Krakenwagen is up to challenge Chase Runner for the top. Candy Crush'em down the stand side. Inside the final 16th, and Krakenwagen proves his last was no fluke as he went from last to first to win today. Krakenwagen at 7-1 wins it. Chase Runner is second. Candy Crush'em is third. Fourth is La Poshka, then Discreet Heat.
A last to first victory here from a horse who won last time out on an off-the-turf race in which he went to the lead. Krakenwagen won last time easily. I thought that was a fluke. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was wrong, as Krakenwagen had another one up his sleeve, going last to first today under Mario Fuentes. Fuentes now a two-star apprentice after his fifth riding victory aboard the son of Head Chopper. It was Krakenwagen to beat Chase Runner and Candy Crush'em. We move now to the eighth race of the afternoon, the start of the late pick 4, 5 furlongs on turf. Allowance optional claiming horses in at a price tag of $62,500. Joel Rosario rides number 6, Maniacal. Scratch the 2, a field of 6. The favorites were 4, Camp Randall, and 7, Captain Ron.
And they're off. Camp Randall the first to break the line, but Frenchman Street is quickly on the attack, and Captain Ron from the top shelf, he makes it a party. 3 across the course early. Crosstown Shootout is down at the inside, a half better than Coop Tries Harder, and Maniacal is the trailer. Inside half a mile from the finish with the advantage, it's Frenchman Street on top by a length. Captain Ron races outside of Camp Randall as Crosstown Shootout tries to save the rail. Coop Tries Harder is second last and 3 wide at the back. Maniacal. Camp Randall is in traffic trouble, and topping on the brakes at the back was Crosstown Shootout as Captain Ron and Frenchman Street continue to battle. Frenchman Street on the inside, Captain Ron on the outside. From last, it's Maniacal and Coop Tries Harder. Hunt's Racing Room with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Maniacal down the center tries to get Captain Ron. Coop Tries Harder, needs some place to go bad. Now he has room toward the inside. 4 across the course here in deep stretch. Maniacal surges to the lead. Maniacal and Joel Rosario going away. Frenchman Street fought off all challenges but Maniacal as he was second. Photo for thirds between Coop Tries Harder and friend Captain Ron. Then Crosstown Shootout, 54 and 2.
Number 6, Maniacal, got a nice setup as the pace was hot and heavy, and this son of Kitten's Joy came rolling down the center of the race course, ridden by one of the best closing riders in the country, maybe the world, in Joel Rosario. Maniacal was up to win it for Halcraft Stable and Eddie Keneally. On to the 9th race now, a very nice 3-year-old allowance race. It was kind of a Florida Derby consolation, if you will, including a horse who was entered in the Florida Derby tomorrow in Soros. He had a jockey change to Santiago Gonzalez. Joel Rosario on the 7 Silver Ratio. Scratch the 11 Live Your Beast Life. Dylan Davis on the 13 Mr. Candy Ride.
And they're off. Money Moves and Edge of Fire from the inside 2 gates were away well. Meanwhile, some big-time crowding in the center gates. That was Silver Ratio and Genghis who took the worst of it as Aficionado held his ground. From between horses, Our Nation on Parade is the early leader from Money Moves, who moves to take second. Saratogian on the outside is third. Edge of Fire races in fourth, a length back to the outside and miles ahead. Mid-flight early is Aficionado, a length and a half clear of Silver Ratio, with Soros at the inside. Wide on the course in Sprawl, 2.5 clear of Genghis. The 2 at the back are Awesome Tiger and Mr. Candy Ride. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat. Our Nation on Parade has the lead. Money Moves is at the inside and trying to keep up well second. Saratogian on the outside third. Gaffleone has hold of Edge of Fire. He's now fourth. On from fifth, that's miles ahead, a length and a half clear of Silver Ratio. Sprawl is 3 wide. Down at the inside, that's Aficionado who's dropping back, a gap of 3. Mr. Candy Ride tries to get underway with Genghis alongside. Nothing from Awesome Tiger as they round the far turn. Clear racetrack for Edge of Fire. He got off the inside and and he's up to take the lead now. Our Nation on Parade is alongside in second. Money Moves is working overtime. He's down at the inside and still right there. 3/4 complete and 110 flat. They're at the top of the stretch. Money Moves hugs the inside and he's back for more. Money Moves now establishes the lead again. Edge of Fire is back to second. Our Nation on Parade is next. Sprawl on the far outside. Less than an eighth to go, and Money Moves earning his money here. Luis Saez on the son of Candy Ride. Money Moves is sharp in victory. He won by 3. Edge of Fire a good second, from Sprawl third, then Silver Ratio 135-1.
So number 1, Money Moves, at least in my view, was a very impressive winner of today's 9th race. I've already heard some naysayers on social media comment about the potential for an inside rail bias. That being said, Money Moves still did everything the hard way. He had a rival outside of him every step of the way. They didn't go slow. They went pretty quick. He had to be put to a drive inside the final 5/16. Edge of Fire got a dream run, put into the clear, and Edge of Fire is a good racehorse. He's now 2 for 2 in his racing career, and he's trained by Todd Fletcher. Luis Saez gets his 4th riding victory on the afternoon. This one for Bortolazzo Stable and Bob LaPenta. Time for a commercial timeout. The Late Daily Double is next. Don't go away.
And they're off. Second in the 2-path. Ground on her inside. Race. A quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch.
Back now for race number 10 on the afternoon. 9 furlongs on the turf to start the Late Daily Double. Allowance optional claiming horses. Paco Lopez on 7, Cash Out. It's a field of 9. The off-time favorites included the 5, Bacchanalia, and 9, Silver Kitten.
And they're off. Last in, first out. Silver Kitten does get the first call and uses her quick first gear to get over from that outside draw. Silver Kitten to the top. Away second is Cash Out. Outside third and Take Charge Christie. Tucked in fourth is Solar Kitten, a length and a half in front of Ride for the Cause. Zarina is next toward the inside with Bacchanalia out 3 wide. The 2 at the back are Bienville Street and Wildlife. In the charge around the first turn, the advantage belongs to Silver Kitten. She's front and center and a length on top. From the outside, that's Take Charge Christie in second, and Cash Out is at the inside third. Followed fourth by Ride for the Cause, and Solar Kitten is next toward the rail. A length and a half back to Bacchanalia, the white and red colors, about 6 lengths off the lead. Down at the inside, Zarina's third last. Second last is Wildlife, and the trailer is Bienville Street. The opening quarter was 24-1. Down the backstretch they go. At 6-5, Silver Kitten makes play on top by a length and a half. Take Charge Christie at a big number is second. Cash Out is a pocketed up third. Ride for the Cause continues in fourth, and Solar Kitten is at the inside fifth. 2 back to Bacchanalia in sixth. Zarina is seventh. Eighth and Wildlife, and ninth and last is Bienville Street. Less than half a mile to the finish through the opening half mile of 48-1. They swing around the far turn. They still have Silver Kitten to catch. She leads a length and a half. Take Charge Christie is there second from the inside. Now splitting horses is Ride for the Cause. Dropping back a touch is Cash Out. Winding it up while 4 wide is Bacchanalia. Solar Kitten hunts Racing Room with Wildlife and Zarina, and they're at the top of the stretch. Silver Kitten has the lead off the top of the turn. Bacchanalia charging up on the outside. Cash Out is loose and moving with an eighth of a mile to go. Silver Kitten responding to urging and leads by 2. Bacchanalia is up into second. Time running out. Silver Kitten or Bacchanalia. It's Silver Kitten 5 on the afternoon for Luis Saez. Bacchanalia second. Wildlife was third. Ride for the Cause ran fourth.
Just another day at the office for jockey Luis Saez. How about a 5-win afternoon? It seems like it happens more often than it doesn't happen lately, as Silver Kitten went right to the top, was nursed perfectly by Saez, and never faced a threat. Owned by Corms Racing, Hugh Lynch, Brian Turner, Daniel Feiss, and Stephen Kennedy. Trained by Danny Gargan. It was 6-5 on Silver Kitten, as Bacchanalia, the other favorite, rallies for second to complete the formful exactive. To the 11th and final race now, 9 furlongs on turf. These were 3-year-olds of the allowance variety. Scratch the 10 and the 13. Misael Jaramillo rides the 7, Mystic Lancelot. It's a field of 11. Off-time favorites included the 2, Guffaw, and the 9, Unconquered Lee.
And runners away. In the center, that was Montana Man, who was crowding a touch of them at the start of the race. Inside horses a little bit in tight. Good start down the outside for Mystic Lancelot, who's headed off for the early lead. Now here's Montana Man tugging and up to challenge from second. Unconquered Lee is an early third. In between horses, Ask for Bodie is a joint fourth. Down at his inside is Bee Catcher. Out wide on the course goes Kid Mercury with Bless the Kitten. White and red colors down toward the rail. Amends is next, and out wide of him is Off the Meds. Then it's a length and a half, second last on the outside, and Fame to Famous. And the early trailer is Guffaw. Around the first turn they go. It's a cattywampus Montana Man who's now front and center and a length and a half in front. Back to second is Mystic Lancelot, working 2 ahead of Unconquered Lee, who's a chilly third. Bee Catcher at the inside is now fourth, followed between horses by Ask for Bodie. Out 3 wide on the outside goes Kid Mercury. Then saving ground and trying to secure the rail, in fact, is Bless the Kitten. Paco squeezing through there, and he's up into fourth. Guffaw followed him, and he moved up a couple of spots as Amends is in the 2 path. Getting shuffled to last is Fame to Famous. Half a mile from the finish. The opening half mile was 47-3. A pretty lively pace for the distance as they swing to the far turn. Montana Man leads narrowly. Mystic Lancelot on the outside is second. Unconquered Lee is now third. After a mid-race move, Bless the Kitten hunts racing room from fourth. Then back to Bee Catcher. Guffaw is down at the inside. He'll also need to find a way out as Paco's working into the clear with Bless the Kitten, and they're at the top of the stretch. Mystic Lancelot comes away with the lead. To the attack is Unconquered Lee. Loose and charging Guffaw. Guffaw navigated traffic nicely, and he's on a move now. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Unconquered Lee in front. Guffaw lunging at him on the outside. Unconquered Lee and Guffaw. Here's Guffaw for 2,000 for the Clement stable. Guffaw's up to win it. Second, Unconquered Lee. Third was Mystic Lancelot in 1:47.1.
First, the bad news. Number 9, Unconquered Lee, went his final quarter of a mile in 23-2 and still got outrun. Sorry about that if you had him. He ran a very nice race, and he'll be tough next time. The good news is you got a win from Guffaw under jockey Joel Rosario. A thing of beauty ride from him as he was last early and never moved to the outside. He slalomed through horses going around that far turn run, got into the clear and ran down Unconquered Lee. A congratulations go out to the trainer, Christophe Clement. This was a milestone victory in the Christophe Clement stable history, as this is 2,000 victories given here by Guffaw, the son of Declaration of War. Joel Rosario for a riding double, this one for the Otter Bend stable. Late pick 5, good for more than $3,500. Multiple winning tickets in the Rainbow Six. We have over $1.4 million and a carryover jackpot with a mandatory return tomorrow, 11:30 for Florida Derby Saturday.
That wraps up today. Thank you so much for joining us and continuing to support and wager on Gulfstream Park. We'll be back tomorrow for the day we've been waiting for, the highlight of this championship meet. It's the day of the Curlin Florida Derby. We have 14 races on tap for you. First post is 11:30 a.m. We hope you'll tune in. Don't forget you can watch and wager on expressbet.com and on the First Bet app. And we can't wait to see some fantastic racing at Gulfstream Park.